Hello, my fellow Americans and international friends, and welcome back into the Cal Report. Today is June 23rd, 2023. Okay, so today we're going to cover the special board meeting that took place this week at the Orange Unified School District. The first segment focuses on a policy regarding parent/guardian Bill of Rights. Now, some people might say right away, well, parents already have access to the curriculum, James. Well, that doesn't address the broader issue of parental rights and their children's education. Numerous bills have been brought forward in Sacramento that directly intrude upon parents' rights, such as AB 957, which proposes to evaluate a parent's level of affirmation of their child's gender during custody battles without taking into account the child's mental well-being. There's many more examples, but for right now, let's get to what happened at the Orange Unified School District special board meeting this week.
If I were to ask you if it was okay for your children to be exposed to sexual porn in their school library, what would you say? Transgender grooming. What about having Planned Parenthood clinics in your child's school campus? Or boys in your girls' bathrooms? Do you really know what is going on in your child's school? What if I said that there are groomers in your child's counseling office?
I want to ask this board a question. Who do you believe holds the ultimate authority over the children in this community? Is it the state, the school, the parents? As a parent and resident of this district, I firmly believe that the parents hold ultimate authority over their children. Research shows that parents being involved in their children's education yields the highest educational outcomes. I support the Parents' Bill of Rights policy as I believe that it will support a clear objective of protecting our kids and parents.
Parental rights are in protection of our school district and in protection of public education. You see all these shirts here for protection of public education. This should be a bipartisan issue or a nonpartisan issue. If it is missing some other things, there are no problems in terms of adding to it, but because of what has already happened in the school district with some violations, we believe that this needed to be passed now. Thank you.
The good teachers support and respect the child-parent sacred relationship. But the union that claims to represent teachers promotes activists and puts political agendas ahead of parental authority and the protection of children.
Governor Newsom, the Attorney General, and the State Superintendent of Public Instruction sent a letter intending to pit school boards against parents when now is the time to be working together in the best interest of the students. School districts and parents have a responsibility to protect students, and yet parents get a bad rap for wanting to know what their kids are exposed to in school. Something that should be expected and freely given is now a right the parents are fighting for. I read over the suggested Bill of Rights. It's a great start, but there is some vital language missing. Parents need to be involved in the decision-making process regarding their children's mental health care and social-emotional issues. Parents have the right to know if their children are seeking counseling at school, and parents have the right to know if their child is asking to go by a different name while at school. Parents are ultimately responsible for their children's well-being and safety, and it is crucial that a collaborative environment be fostered between parents and school district. I suggest reading Chino Valley School District's newly adopted Parents' Bill of Rights as a foundation. Thank you for valuing the role of parents. Thank you for seeing parents as a potential partner. We appreciate the effort that this board is making to bring unity between parents and the staff on behalf of OUSD students.
I'm hearing, everything's wonderful and, parents are have this right and all that. Well, everything isn't wonderful because there's a great number of parents that are upset. So if everything is so wonderful, then why are there so many parents not happy with the school system? And yet many of you out there say, oh, they're crazy. They don't know what they're talking about. They, what have you. They're just bottom line concerned for their child in these schools. And there should be no concern for a child, any concern from a parent having their child to school. Trustee Minor, is there anything that you would like to comment on?
Yes, as a parent that had children in OUSD, I currently have a child, 3 children, in fact, out of 4 in public school. Thank you very much. I do believe that we have a very diverse and complex district. We have families of different backgrounds. We have families with different belief systems. We have families that feel safe and feel like their kids are being served with the proper education and with the greatest potential teachers that are surrounding them, and I think that's wonderful. But there is a large amount of emails and messages and contact that I've had with families as well as teachers that are concerned. So this, I believe, as well as Mr. Ledesma, or in agreement with Mr. Ledesma, is a starting point. I think that it's a good thing that we have for our parents. And I also agree that we need to continue working through this and making sure that we are listening to the voices of our parents in the school district. And I also agree that we should probably start working on a student bill of rights to supplement with this so that we can make sure that our students in this district understand expectations. There's so many teachers that I've heard from that are very concerned with disciplinary action, and a lot of students that I've heard that are concerned with disciplinary action. So there's a lot of misconceptions and there's a lot of gray area, and I think it would be very helpful, as well as using this Bill of Rights for parents, to make sure that our students and our parents are being heard, as well as our teachers, because this is to help teachers as well. That's all.
Every single thing on here is
This is the foundational. Just vote against it, Trustee Erickson.
I'm not voting against it. I support it.
Okay, well then.
But I think that it's ridiculous to say that these things don't exist.
Well,
and I would like to add some things to it.
I think it's ridiculous to say that some of this exists when it actually doesn't exist from a customer service standpoint. There has been curriculum out there. Some of the sex ed, when parents had just a limited amount of time to review it. Parents could only come at a certain amount of times of the day when most parents are working. So there's a lot of instances where curriculum is not allowed to be fully vetted, fully reviewed. And of course, but you don't want to hear that. You just want to sit here and simplify the fact that
curriculum review committee
everything's open to the parents.
A curriculum review committee that we appointed that had voices from all different walks of life.
Too many times that's
unanimously recommended it to us.
Too many times that's
and
a curriculum committee that is handpicked
multiple
and a
opportunities for parents
political puppet to
this is the
a majority of the
problem.
board.
Do I get to have the floor or not?
Well,
this is the problem.
Well,
You're creating.
You have some amendments. Hold on. Let's bring out your amendments and let's vote on these amendments.
What you're doing is you're painting a picture of a problem that doesn't exist and then coming up and saying you're solving the problem. That is political theater.
I never said I'm solving any problem. What I'm doing is I'm giving parents a tool here to work from.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Motion passes 7-0.
All right, now we're going to go to the portion of the meeting that focused on only displaying the United States and California flags on district/school flagpoles.
When I pledged my Pledge of Allegiance, when I became a citizen, I cried and I said, I support this flag, and this is what you need to be teaching. There's no other flag what you should be having in the classrooms, because children need to know that there are Americans first and Californians second. Anything else should not be taught in our school districts. We are Americans, and our children should be taught that they should be proud Americans. When I come back from traveling the world, I always hear, welcome home, and see the American flag. That's what U.S. immigration teaches us, and that's what we're proud of. And you should teach that to our kids.
Fun fact, 50 stars for 50 states. The 31st star is California in 1851. And that they should know that the 13 stripes are the 13 colonies. Educate our kids. Thank you.
Karen, can we have a roll call vote?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
Motion passes 7-0. Okay.
That's it for today. Really appreciate you guys watching my video. As always, be sure to hit that like button or that plus sign, leave a comment, or please subscribe to the channel. Always appreciate it, guys. That's what's going on in California. Hey, God bless, take care, and I'll see you all next time.